All right, so another thing that you can earn Steam power from is questions. So it's possible to ask questions and receive answers on the Steam blockchain using two little front ends. One which is a little bit out of date right now. They haven't updated or said anything for the last 2 or 3 months. So I'm not sure if it's still operational, still working. But that is what Q&A, what apps should I say, and musing. So there's two front ends, a questions and answer platform built on top of Steam. So the WhatsApp was the first one that I came across, which had an application for Windows, not for Windows, for iOS and for Google, for iOS and Android devices. And it worked pretty good. It was pretty straightforward. It just had a bunch of questions. You could even ask a question, and then you got responses on it, and then it tagged it so that they could track it, and then you got paid for asking and answering quality questions, which I thought was a really cool idea, because if you go and answer stuff on Quora or on Reddit, you don't necessarily get paid for it. Maybe on Reddit they've changed it because there is the red coin now, so you can earn tokens for it. The one that you should probably be looking at is musing. Musing's got a really nice front end system to it, and again, if you go up to login, you can log in with Steam or register with Steam, and here you can just log in using Steam Connect. It has all the applications that I've shown you. Remember, one login enables you to get to like over 400 different dApps or decentralized applications on the Steam blockchain. So musing's on Steemit, steemit.com/musing. You can do Steam Peak and Busy as well for front ends. And once you're logged in, you can ask questions, write answers, earn cryptocurrency, or Steam in this case. So let's just go through to one of these. Somebody's asked this question here. We should actually go through and put our own in, which is this plus button at the top. Very simple. What is your question? Which would be your title for your blog post. Tags as normal. Description, which is an optional description that I think shows on the front end of musing. But ultimately, anything that you ask on this website also stores on the Steam blockchain under your account details. So because I'm logged in as Team Humble, it will show up on this. So here's a question I answered 8 months ago. What feature would you like to add to musing? And when I answered that, I put a bit of text in here, and that got upvoted by 12 other people and made me 79 cents. I love the ability to add a picture or not. Maybe just hook up the Unsplash API for a nice picture search. So there's a whole bunch of questions that people are asking, and then if you provide a reply to it and people like that reply can get upvoted, so you can earn cryptocurrency from this. Now, I know that Musing just lost, I think, their delegation, which basically means that big projects on the Steam blockchain get Steam power to enable them to give bigger votes for the people who use the platform. So delegation is probably not the best way to run a business on the Steam blockchain, but it was the first starting way of doing it. I love your project. Here's a bunch of Steam power, Steam delegation, so your user base can grow and the user base can get incentivized for replying to those questions. So they just lost, I think, their delegation. However, looking at this morning, they've still got 77,000 Steam. So I don't know if they found other whales to support them, but that means they can still give upvotes to people who take part in their project. So you've got an account profile page, musing.io/profile, and your Steam username. And you can go on here and ask questions, or you can reply to them. So, for instance, today, let's have a look at the hot questions today. This one here asked 9 minutes ago, should couples have access to each other's phones? So here's 3 answers from different people. These are people on the Steam blockchain. I'm just going to show you that in action. If I open this in a new tab, you can see I get their musing profile from City Mills Z. But also if I go to, let's say, busy.org, I can also bring up their Steam blockchain account, and I have to put the @ sign after it. I can bring up their 100 Classic Man is their username, but that is their account name. So you can see that not only does this person post to musing, they also post blog posts as well, and do various other things on the Steam blockchain. But we're just using their account. They're just using their account to actually answer and reply to questions, ask and answer questions in here, which is kind of cool. So there's multiple ways that you can interact with the Steem blockchain. You can spend an hour doing questions and answers. You can go and post a video onto DTube. You can go put some audio onto DSound. You can go play a few rounds or invest some money into Steem Monsters, all from the same Steem Connect Steem blockchain account, which you can't do on centralized platforms. You have one login for Facebook, and facebook.com is the website URL. Whereas this account, this Steem account, enables you to go into different niches, if you like, different categories and different sub-communities on the Steem blockchain, which is just this vast basic database ledger, but there's different areas of the Steem blockchain. I think that's the powerful thing about Steem, is that there is other blockchains out there, but mainly they're focused on in terms of trading, whereas I feel the Steem blockchain is very much a social one. So things like musing fit perfectly if you want to ask a question about something. This morning I should have asked the question about hive mind and witnesses this morning on musing, because then I would have got paid for asking that question and got the upvotes and curation rewards from people who actively use this. And as you can see, it's a busy site. 28,000 questions have been asked. So check that out. That's musing.io.